finally here at long last. It's time to suit up. Ready. The third My Hero Academia movie, My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission, after a very long near-year wait, has finally arrived on 4K Steelbook as well as Blu-ray and DVD. Hey everyone, Joe here from the Collection Cup, and welcome to our My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission Steelbook unboxing. It's been a long time since My Hero has had a movie, and it's also been a long time since we've seen the last one in theaters, and now finally it is now home for everyone to collect for their home media collection, as well as you should really scoop it up, because if history is any to be repeated, this will probably be freaking rare to find later on. So here we go, here it is. Now, in terms of just in general with the cover, I'm very much in love with the fact they created original art for the movie, and well, for the Steelbook. I was not be able to speak English there. Unlike the Blu-ray, which if you can see on screen is just the theatrical poster, so the Steelbook is exclusive. Just for the Steelbook. I know in Japan's home media release, this is like the generic cover for all the home media releases, so in this case it is only for the Steelbook for that version. So Steelbook decided to take a look. So on the front cover we have the English logo, so My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. In the front cover we have Deku and Rody Soul, as well as his Pito, it's one of those. It's one of those two. And on the back cover, we have the second half of the, sorry for the moving, strolling effect. We have Bakugo and Todoroki, which are the other two main characters of the movie, because considering the fact that this movie kind of focuses more smaller scale compared to Heroes Rising, where Heroes Rising was focusing on all in Class 1A. This is mostly on Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Rody Soul as the main protagonists for this movie. And honestly, it's for the better. You really don't want to repeat what they did already with the second movie for the third movie, so for me I found that to be the better choice of them to take the direction of the third movie. The side profile, which it's very inconsistent, the My Hero movies releases, because I know that for the with the first movie we've done a Steelbook unboxing for, it was more of a it was different. Like, all of them don't have a consistency factor to it, and definitely they're just, each one of them are trying to do their own thing, which is fine. Also, I don't think it can be caught on camera, but maybe I can like it has this like matinee finish that one of my friends told me. He's like, it makes the colors pop a little bit more, which honestly I really do like of this. On the J card, or just the J card sleeve, we have the just a little poster. Their fight is our future. Again, the main four characters, synopsis of the movie. It says it has special features. It does not. It's just literally all the trailers that came out for the movie, and that's about it. Going in on the inside here a little bit, I'm also going to remove the code, which is basically the generic. I don't even know why I have to do this. So here we have the disc. So we have a regular, which is kind of weird how they did this, because this is not 4K. This is just, you got one disc which just has the movie, and the other one with the supposed special features, but in reality it's literally just the trailers. That basically it. But honestly, I do like it, the fact they use almost every single piece of promotional art for the Steelbook. So here we have the teaser image where we had Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo in the stealth suits that they used at the beginning of the movie. Then we have here the poster, the concise version of it on the disc. And then exclusively on the left side, if I can try and get this out without breaking it, we have the Japanese teaser poster leading up to the first trailer, post the first trailer's release, where you see them jumping out of the plane with Endeavor in the background as they're about to start the initial mission in the beginning of the movie. The second side is just the full I might as well just show it. I'll say screw it. It's just the poster itself of the main theatrical poster, but you can see it on the disc, so that's why they didn't bother to conclude it. But the colors do look a little bit more darker in the disc compared to the ones in the Steelbook. But in terms of the Steelbook design, I think it's the coolest for having an original cover. That was very much appreciated for me as a collector, because I always like it when the home media releases have some sort of uniqueness that isn't really something that you get in the normal marketing. It's something that they put more effort in, and I appreciate that. I really do. Now let's get over to my review. Whew, still feels weird to be back in this suit. Anywho, so World Heroes Mission. It's been so long. That's the thing. Like, it's been almost a year since I seen the movie in theaters back with my friends. And ironically, a fun thing to mention was that Heroes Rising was the final movie I saw before the pandemic occurred, like all the shutdowns and everything. This was not the first movie I saw back in theaters, but definitely was one of the first movies I saw back in in a comfortable theater. Still masked, of course. I still don't trust things in tight confined areas. But when World Heroes Missions came out, I was excited because like every movie, like the last movie topped the last one. I was kind of hoping this would be the case as well. For me, I think a lot of fans would speak to me on this. I do not view this better than Heroes Rising. I don't. I think it's better than Two Heroes, but I definitely do not think it's better than World Heroes than Heroes Rising. Just for the sheer fact that even I would have had a completely different statement had you talked to me after seeing the movie back in October of last year. I would have had a much different statement on it. This is more like now having 10 months to like, refresh, watch the dub version and, seeing the story again. Also with the perspective of like, I just binged all the 5 seasons again and, this is like going in the correct order. Like this is coming after that. For me, because this came out, I think just shortly after the Endeavor Agency arc kind of ended, which is, definitely they did that on purpose in order to set up the movie and also to get everyone really set up like, what are the big stakes with this adventure. For me, I view this more along the lines as like when you got those earlier anime movies back in the 90s and the 2000s, early 2000s, where they were basically taking the characters from a popular anime, throwing them into this very decorative movie exclusive locale with movie exclusive characters and taking them on a pretty great story, but it really does not have much of an impact. I think that the marketplace has changed since films like Demon Slayer the movie and the recent Dragon Ball Super movies, even the Dragon Ball Z movies before that. I think things have changed where like you really want them to make an impact or have it correlate with the adventures that's going on with the show. And not to say that, the movie doesn't like really do that. Like, the first movie definitely, I feel like thematically the first and second movies can really correlate where things are at with the story of the actual anime / manga. Wherein for this movie, I do understand what they were going for. This takes place during the 3 to 4 month training period between the end of the Endeavor Agency arc to whatever the hell season 6 is gonna go pick up on things. But the thing that I have to mention about that is that, like thematically, I understand this is basically us seeing our heroes, Class 1A specifically, the next generation of heroes, step up and actually be the heroes for once, actually having to save the world and like, getting all that. And for me, it should be, wow, this is amazing, this is cool. But in reality, it was just like, it wasn't like the marketing tricked us a little bit. It definitely did. First of all, the marketing definitely did trick us because like majority of the earlier promotion art was literally Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki teaming up in these cool stealth suit, going to fight the Humanize. And that was, for me, like, that's all I was expecting out of this movie. And again, like, obviously marketing can always trick you, can always, like, make you assume things so you have a bigger surprise in the theater. For me, the ratio of more like, this felt like more like Deku kind of just bonding with the movie exclusive character, like similar to Melissa Shield in the first movie, and the 2 kids from Heroes Rising. While in those films, like, they were there, but they were mostly support tools. I'm not trying to say that like a bad thing, but like they were mostly there to be support tools for Deku and his classmates to kind of like grow up and kind of like really embody, really respect what it really means to be a hero and kind of like continue on their own trajectory and path. This one, this is mostly like kind of feels samey. We're like, we already know Deku wants to be a hero. We've seen that many times with the people he's seen. And again, he's still a hero in training, so like these earlier experiences is going to help him be more impactful once he actually becomes a pro and when he actually does get to the point where like, yeah, now he's really going to actually be the hero that everyone needs him to be. It definitely, the problem is that it definitely... There was this moment where, like, it just didn't feel impactful. Like, I get what they're trying to go through. I get what the whole, like, making Rudy, which, again, Rudy Soul, definitely a great character. Definitely making him a family man. Definitely making him with a lot of problems. Definitely was great to have and have be a contrast to Deku. However, the problem was it just felt too... It felt like a modern anime movie of how things used to be. It kind of felt like that. And... not to say that it didn't really have that big of an impact on me. It definitely did not really make me as happy as I was at the end of Two Heroes and Heroes Rising. I definitely did it. But you know, but that's just my opinion. I know much more people are like more praise of this movie because of just like getting to see Deku actually kind of really be a hero and, you know, doing another take on the story. I do get that. It just, for me, I just didn't feel that much. Some of the animation, like there were moments where like, well, for contrast, Heroes Rising, oh my god, such a beautiful one. I think it's one of the best animated My Hero projects we've ever seen on anime screens. This one, I felt there was a lot of, like, you know, a lot of just drawbacks. If that sounds weird to say, like, there were just moments where, like, the animation were like, okay, they could have used a few more weeks on this, like, or another month. And I'm not trying to criticize them. I'm really not. It just, for me, that's just my opinion of it. Again, I'm not allowed to be critical like that. Even though I'm not the animator, or I'm not an animator, I could still be a little critical on it. It definitely did. I definitely was noticing on that. But however, the fight scenes were all beautifully animated. Was all amazing. Definitely, all the focus was on those. So I have no complaints there. But just overall, like, besides those, like, minor things, obviously the cast did amazing, both the Japanese and the English dub, because I got to see the Japanese one in theaters because my friend forced me to do it, and then I got to watch the dub here on the Steelbook, and you know, it was great to see this movie again. It was great to, like, actually relive it and kind of get to see the movie again after so long, and, you know, be able to, like, you know, have the time to breathe and then have the time to, like, come back into my life, you know, with the fresh perspective, with the mindset again. And definitely, I think this was a better time for me to see the movie, and I think it's better for it. I still don't think it's as better as Heroes Rising. It's a little less than that, but it is better than Two Heroes. So it's kind of in the middle of the road, but there's just some certain things, certain aspects of it that it's missing from its other predecessors. So with that being said, for me, I would recommend War Heroes Mission if you are a big My Hero Academia fan. Definitely is something you want to check out bucket list in terms of your viewing habits. And I'm getting a little bit claustrophobic talking in this bandana mask, so I think I'm going to end it here. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. Go check it out. If you can, go buy it on Best Buy right now if it's still available. I'm not sure because last time they had a My Hero Steelbook, it sold out and it's going for obscenely amount of prices on eBay, oh god. But yeah, but that's another thing for another time. But anyway, this has been Joe from the Clutch Channel. Let me know if you're going to pick up World Heroes Mission only on 4K Steelbook, or Blu-ray Steelbook, my bad. I'm so used to saying 4K Steelbook because everything is here, but anime's not even 4K, so it is what it is. But if you want to see more of us, please subscribe to us on YouTube.com, where you can check us out on the channel, The Collection Compass. So go check it out there. Please like, favorite, share this unboxing if you want to. Please also ring the bell for notification when our next video is live. And please also follow us on social media to stay up to date with any updates we may have for either of our channels. But for all you My Hero Academia fans out there, thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know if you were going to pick up the Steelbook. Let me know what you think of the movie. I would love to start a conversation down there below. But until we see each other again, stay safe out there, be good to each other, and as always, plus ultra.